Hey guys, it's Mike with Mike Meets Midland, and today I'm here over with Nick Bunschneider. He's with the Ask Midland group, and he's got actually a bunch of different small businesses that he does. And so the one he wants to kind of talk about a little bit is called Energize Collaborative Workspace. And so I know we're running late, so I apologize. So we're going to jump right into this and get going. Let me see if I can... I don't see where the... I'm trying to figure out where to... So, where's my switch button? It's not letting me switch over. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, here we go. All right, Nick, have at it.
All right. Okay, so my name's Nick Bunschneider, and I have a couple cool things I'm working on. I run a branding studio called Glyph Collective. We help a lot of people build out that strategy that drives a business forward. So we build that strategy, and that strategy turns into design, marketing, and websites. I also am a senior partner at Ashmont, and that's where all this comes from. Ashmont is a business development group, and I mostly run the unofficial, I guess, the venture side of it. I work a lot with startups. My whole background ever since college has been in startups, in that big collaborative environment. And so I've worked at coworking spaces in Ann Arbor, and when I started working with Ashmont here in Midland, we only needed a small space for us. John and I, the only two people in Midland, we just needed a couple of desks. And so we had this big space, and we've been hosting events, and we decided to upscale that excitement. We had this big community of people that wanted to collaborate, and I think John's big passion for business comes with something he calls community responsibility. If he does something with the business, he wants to find out how that impacted the business and then find more ways for that business to give back to those people that support it. So our idea was to build Energize, a collaborative workspace. So one of the things that Ashmont does is we talk about positioning and energizing a business. So we work in ways to kind of grow a business by actually helping build their culture and stuff like that. So the Energize part directly turned into this, energizing a business turned into energizing community. So we have this co-working space in Midland, and I guess one thing that really sets it apart is that we try to focus on what we call lean co-working. If you come into our space, which we'll get a chance to look at later, we've got room for 8 to 10 desks where people can have a dedicated space to work at. And we've got tons of chairs and sofas and stuff where people can come in and work instead of a coffee shop, or meet a client, or just collaborate with others. And our idea was to do this in a lean way. We have no employees here. My desk is just right there in the corner, in the same spot with everybody else's. If you are a member here, you're not paying for instructors. We're not an incubator space, we're not an accelerator space. We can't grow your business, but you will grow by collaborating with others, and that's genuine growth. You're really learning stuff that you get to take and move into your business. You're sharpening yourself, and that turns into sharpening your business. And so I think what's really cool is that our space is very natural. I mean, there's no promises made beyond helping each other, and that's where I think the next part turns into is that collaboration. And I think we really drive that home with all of our events. This month alone we had 9. I think next month we've got 11 events throughout the month, and everything from networking social, people bring a couple beers and we chat, talk about social issues in the area. We've got these dedicated things called a business battle, which is a lot of fun. I have to talk about that, but basically we get a big group of people together and we split everybody up into 2 groups, and we give them a randomly generated business idea. So we take business ideas and business industries and we pair them together, and the group has to ideate, go through ideation, they have to build a business, and they have to pitch it, and then we judge it, and the winners are declared that month's winners. And it's really cool because even if you've built a business before and you're successfully running your own business right now, or you've never taken steps as an entrepreneur, you're still learning the same things. You're still collaborating with other people to build something tangible. And what's crazy is the pitches that we've had so far, are really good pitches. Last month we had to build a jetpack business for the elderly. Oh, that was 2 months ago. They had to build a jetpack business for elderly. And it was cool because people thought up real constraints, like how would this affect the market? What type of businesses would want to invest in a company that did this? And so people take these broad ideas and make really small niches. One of the companies was building it for tourism. The other one was building it for ambulance services. You could hop in the jetpack and it could automatically GPS itself to the nearest hospital. I mean, that's just one of the big things that we have in this space. So that was a pretty long spiel, but do you have any questions for me? Are there any questions so far?
Nothing yet. Now, if you guys remember when we did Clever Containers with Christy Davis, this is the space that I met up with her, and once we get inside here, you'll see the table, and she's actually here today. Scott Sweetman from Sweetman General Labor and Lawn Care is here. They use this as their office. Yeah. So definitely a very nice setup where you can either work by yourself, or you can, like you're saying, collaborate with other people, network with people, and I'm big on networking. So, and obviously that's what Mike Meets Midland's about, is to meet people to help their business and things like that. So I very excited about this one today. Let's take a look at your. Let me unplug here. My phone's a little low on battery, but let's go ahead and. Just give us a tour of the space you got right here.
We're just kind of entryway. We're right on Wackley Road, so we kind of like this spot because we had this old building that was being renovated, and we kind of took this big middle space. And so here's our what we call our Wall of Fame, and it's going to be growing again. We actually have enough people here that we have to add another row.
Nice.
But again, we're really big on that storytelling. I think that's really a big part of us. Ryan Watkins is a photographer. He's brilliant. He does a lot of portrait and headshot photography. Like I said, we have our own clipboards, and we got so many that other people are going to come in here. But once a month, we host a meetup that's just for programmers and developers, just to collaborate and talk to each other. They get to share ideas and help each other out. Once a week, we have our entrepreneur meetup here, and that is really topic focused. We go over unique topics such as social media, sales tactics, business exchanges, stuff like that. And so this is kind of a fun thing that we get to do to show people what's happening in our area. And even newspapers, we get to see kind of stuff. So,
now, let me give them an idea of where you guys are at. You guys are near the corner of Jefferson and Wackerly. If you guys know where Jets Pizza is there, they're right across the street from there. My landmark that I use to get here is the State Farm sign, red sign that's out by the side of the road. You come in there, and you're going to be in the building on the in that State Farm.
We're on the right side of the building,
Yeah. Well, if you're coming in the driveway, they're going to be on the left. And probably second door down, third door down.
Well, the first door.
The first door.
We're just in the middle of the building.
Yeah, but you'll see the sign is right there on the doorway. So
we're gonna have some additional signs coming in. But again, a major part of this is we are transitioning right now into becoming a nonprofit.
Okay.
So once that happens, we will have a little bit more money coming into the space. But also we're going to be able to use those funds for the space. Like I won't be able to make money off the space. I mean, this is really meant to be a place where people can genuinely collaborate with no ulterior motives. You know, there's no programs being sold here. The state's not involved in any capacity, so we don't have to report to anybody about progress and who's making gains. And no, it's just people working together.
Very nice.
So the space was a little bit easier to have because we're right in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's not a high traffic spot for pedestrian traffic, so it kind of hurts us there, but it's good for everyone that's in here.
Oh, I think it's a great location because you got a good landmark where you can get in and out fairly quickly.
Yeah, we've got ample parking.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so walking in, you kind of see that we are going to be dividing our space into two spots. We have our community space right here. We've got multiple chairs to work at, a couple sofas here, tables, some casual chairs, and we have a long conference table where we host meetups and workshops.
Yeah, there's our famous table from Christy and her Clever Container meeting, and there's Christy right there, and there's Scott, Cowboy Scott.
Cowboy Scott, yep.
We've got some other people here that Nick is wanting you guys to meet at some point. So,
and then I guess the other half of the space you see here is we have dedicated desks, so people can basically take a desk that they get to live and work at. They leave their stuff here. They get a key to the building, so they can work here 24 hours a day if they really wanted to. I don't want that, but they can.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you got a nice looking sofa.
Yeah. It's I've slept on it before.
Well, there you go.
It's comfy, memory foam and everything. So but yeah, you know, like I said, my desk is right here. Whenever I'm in town, I mean, I keep my desk messy. Shows me I'm actually doing stuff here.
There you
go. Yeah, and that's major space. We actually just put the bookshelves in a little bit ago. Every person has a bin that they can kind of claim as their own, and then this will be growing as we get more books and things from the community. I actually kind of want people to bring memorabilia. Actually, I have a funny story. So Michael Westendorf has a really beautiful office, and him and his partner both have lots of memorabilia at their desk. I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
That's okay.
But you guys have this really good shelf with all this memorabilia. It shows years of work, and I kind of want something like that where people can see photos of our things, stuff like that. So, but yeah, my big idea was to have everybody kind of leave their fingerprint on the space.
But not literally.
No, I mean, yeah, it's messy enough in here already.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to see unique things from people's industries and stuff being represented here. So yeah, yeah, we just kind of have some more stuff to do. I know that we're actually going to finish painting and make some more additions to the space. We've got more furniture coming in. But I think it's really kind of cool to see that every time you come in here, every week or so, it's been growing a little bit.
Sure.
We'll get to our final vision soon enough here. But yeah, should I talk about anything? Is there any other questions I should be referencing?
I mean, if you guys have any other questions, do it now because I've got a delay. I think it's like 10 or 12 seconds before I'll actually see it. So if you guys have questions, let me know now, and we'll get them answered.
But yeah, as for people that we have here, yeah, I mean, we've seen some people already here. We've got Deborah's a realtor. We've got Dula here, which is awesome. I mean, again, we've got a lot of people that do a lot of stuff for the community, but I think we've got a pretty good balance of products and service industries here. We've got a couple tech companies, website marketing, social media, a couple of people here. Like lawn service, so it's really cool to have an office in the area. And I think that's really about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about some other important things to mention, but I really think I got most of our community efforts across. And yeah, I said in about 4 months or so, paperwork should be finished through, and we're going to be a nonprofit, and that's going to be really big. So you'll be seeing a lot of changes as that goes through. I think they'll really kind of upscale our efforts in the community.
Awesome. All right. Well, like always, we'll get your guys' website information, Facebook. You got multiple groups going on and everything, so we'll get all those, kind of let them know, and then your contact information as well, and see what we can do to help you guys out.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
And if any of you guys want to hijack the camera, introduce yourselves maybe. I mean, you've seen a couple of people already here, but yeah, right, yeah.
I'll be on in a couple months.
Yeah, yeah. We're already. I just booked a guy for the first. Lady. The wild bee. Is it apiary or apiary? I can never remember how to pronounce it. And they took the first week of September, and I got someone that might be doing the second week of September. So I'm already booking way out. So now's the time to get on there. Send me a private message, and we'll get you taken care of. But anybody else want to chime in?
Deb Kane, Midland Realtors.
I got you on the list, right? You're on the list.
I don't know. I hope so.
You are now.
I am now.
You sent me the information, right?
I don't think so.
I think Midland Realtor. I'm almost positive. Maybe is there someone else?
We have
I don't-
11 agents out there.
Okay, I may have been someone else. I know I got that real estate company's name going in the list and everything. So,
I'm Kathy with Abundant Joy Doula Services.
okay, awesome. You guys stay busy?
We need to be more busy.
Okay, well, there you go.
We spend a lot of time communicating or educating people in the community of the benefits of a doula.
Very good, very good. Both of you are the doulas?
Marion's Menagerie.
Okay. And,
Relationship.
Yep. Yeah, they do a lot of. She's actually also in my chamber lead group, and it's really cool to see.
okay.
A couple people working together in the same areas.
Michael Weschendorf with Edward Jones Investments, financial advisor.
You're downtown?
I am not downtown. I'm right in the middle of the city, almost by the circle on South Saginaw Road.
Okay,
Right across the road from Village Green.
okay. Sounds great. Yeah, I know there's another office there right next to Coyer?
Yep.
Jeff
Parish downtown.
Yeah, down there, so.
13 of us in town. So.
Very nice. Let's get all spread out.
But it's, I guess one of the things too, I mentioned that we do a lot of workshops. It's actually really cool. Michael actually did a workshop here a couple months ago talking about, what does it take to actually get started investing? A lot of people are scared by that first step. And I was really cool because I do a little bit of investing and I learned some very technical things from him. It was really cool. So a lot of members here are able to do their own workshops, stuff like that. Not just promoting things, but I think it's really cool because Kathy mentioned education, and I think that's a really big part of the whole space here. We all really try to help educate each other on these unique topics because everybody has their own background, their own industry. I think it's really cool that everybody can teach something to somebody else, no matter what skill level you are. If you're a brand new entrepreneur versus seasoned, or you've been running your own business independently for years, I mean, you can still learn something from people or teach if that's your thing too. So
True.
I think that's the greatest value here is that, I mean, if you want to work at a coffee shop, we're about the same price, and we've got a Keurig, so that's kind of cool. But, or sometimes tea, or if you're here on Thursday nights, we do beer every once in a while. So that's always fun too, but I think the collaboration is a major part.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you for the time to get over here and meet you finally. I know
Yeah.
we were trying to get over here and everything. It just hasn't happened. So, again, we'll get your information on there and see what we can do to get you guys some more interest.
Awesome.